Assalamualaikum and good day. So we are from Group 11. Today we will present our topic which are Let's get to know dyslexia. But before that, let me introduce you to our group members. The first one is group leader which are Nur Husna Humaira binti Zulkarnain 78444. The second one is Shaza Shazwina binti Sahamiran 81325. Yi Xiaoyi at 1537, Floradona Remio 79458, Nur Alziati binti Jasmine at 0416, and lastly, Nur Aisyah Umairah binti Muhammad Fazil at 0450.
Hi, my name is Floradona Romeo and my metric number is 79458. Today, I will explain about what is cognitive science. Cognitive science is about interdisciplinary scientific investigation of the mind, and it is processed with neuroscience, philosophy, linguistics, psychology, artificial intelligence, and anthropology. All of these methods have their own function and have continuity between each other. Cognitive scientists study intelligence and behavior with a focus on how nervous system represent, process, and transform information. How we can apply cognitive science in our daily life is through thinking, learning, communicating, and making decisions. In addition, thinking is better at pinpointing ways to measure intellectual abilities and decode the workings of the human brain. Next, cognitive science can treat learning disorders and structuring educational curriculum to enhance learning. Through communicating, cognition involves not only the things that go inside our head, but also how these thought and mental processes influence our action. Last but not least, applying cognitive science in our daily life is making decisions. It helps in coping with memory disorders, increasing decision-making accuracy, and finding ways to help the people recover from brain injury. In conclusion, cognitive science is about interdisciplinary scientific study of the mind and its processes. It examines the nature, the task, and the function of cognition.
Thank you, Miss Flora. My name is Shaza Shazwina and my metric number is 81325. Next, I will explain about my group topic or issue, which is dyslexia. Dyslexia is a problem with reading comprehension. Individuals who have dyslexia have difficulty reading at a steady speed and without making error in their writing. These difficulties, on the other hand, are not the result of intellectual ability. Dyslexia is a common disease that makes it difficult to comprehend and handle words. Dyslexia is not a disorder that can be treated or prevented. However, there are instructional methods and tactics that students may use to improve their learning skills as well as their ability to deal with challenges. Dyslexia in any event is an issue with the language.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Alzati and my metric number is 80416. I will present why we believe that it has direct application towards improving human potential. As we know, dyslexia is the most common type of learning disabilities. It is a language disorder that causes a person have difficulty with words such as reading, spelling, and phonological. According to the referred article, we found that there are four technologies that can help dyslexic people to overcome their disabilities, which is text-to-speech, eye tracking, virtual reality, and games and learning settings. But the learners usually use the text-to-speech technologies. However, the use of information and communication technologies (ICT) can assist learning to be increased. The use of ICT also can help the dyslexic people to save time and solve problems like slow note-taking, bad handwriting, and help them to show their skills. Shortly, technologies open the door to dyslexic people to exhibit their knowledge. That's all from me, and I will pass it to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nur Aisha Umaira and my matrix number is 80450. I want to explain why we believe it has direct application towards improving human potentials. Children with dyslexia are thought to have phonological difficulties, making it difficult for them to identify letter sounds, map letter name to letter sounds, and break words down into their constituent sounds. Some kids will struggle to make sound to form words, while others will struggle to remember and retrieve words. While reading, a dyslexic reader will stumble, guess, or sound out words. The reading speed or fluency is significantly slower than that of non-impaired readers their age. Learners with dyslexia who use assistive technology are able to accomplish activities independently and efficiently, and as a result, their academic performance may increase. Assistive technology is technology that persons with disabilities use to enhance their strengths, compensate for their limitations, and improve their performance. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, so next I'll talk about how knowledge of dyslexia can contribute towards the development of cognitive science practice in Malaysia. As we know, dyslexia is kids or brain disabilities, which is difficulties in learning and reading, but they also having different way of speaking, the way they behave, their behavior, so that there are three cognitive science approach that is related to this dyslexia, which are neuroscience, linguistics, and psychology. So first, neuroscience. Why it contribute in the form of neuroscience? Because in country abroad, they use brain measure, which are such as neuroimaging and ERPs to detect dyslexia in early stage such as infant and children. So that didn't happen in Malaysia, and we should do that so that we can detect and do early prevention towards kids that having dyslexia. And then in a bird study also, from the ERPs, it able to ultimate language and reading achievement can be measured. True, this is happen when they do ERPs with the family high risk of this disability with dyslexic person. And then lastly, through neuroscience, knowledge in neuroscience, it should be further research because in dyslexia, it related to neuroscience since we have to know how their brain works. So this we can learn and relate it to their learning disabilities. And from this way, we could come up with new ideas of or technology in order to overcome or to have new or different ways to learn to taught or educate this dyslexic person. And next is linguistics. So why it is related to linguistics? As we know, besides it have this dyslexic person, besides having difficulties in learning and reading, they also have difficulties or different in the way they communicate, such as they talk in opposite side, such as we usually said I want to eat, But maybe this dyslexic person, they will communicate or speak by it one me, and that is how they communicate. And then, so why it is related to linguistics part? Because this dyslexic person also have to relate language, which are the way they talk, into print via explicit phonological awareness, which recognize that spoken words are made up of discrete words that can be mapped into letter or syllables. So the way the words can be seen from the print letters or syllables. And lastly is through psychology. So why it is related to psychology? This is because in abroad education, standardized screening test is conducted, but still here in Malaysia it is not conducted. And it is important to conduct this test in order to to see how the children or kids with dyslexia overcome the test, or how the way they solve the test and their behavior towards the test. So by research made by Fatima Haron stated that dyslexic person also different in the way they speak, such as the linguistic part, and then coordinating self and concentrating. So that dyslexic person is not like normal kids that they can concentrate focus on one thing, but it is different for them. So that is why this is related to psychology, where their behavior or the way they perceive things is different. So that is how this knowledge of dyslexia can contribute towards the development of cognitive science practice in Malaysia.
In conclusion, children with dyslexia can cause difficulty keeping up with other children's steps. Whether in study or future work, there will be great obstacles. The development of cognitive science can let people understand what dyslexia is and guide these children through educational methods. This is because cognitive science will teach us how the mind works and let us understand what linguistics is. Therefore, the government should pay more attention to these children and devote more expenditure to the development of cognitive science. We hope that people can spend more time understanding what dyslexia is and help children to overcome it. This is our whole presentation. Thank you.